you may feel a certain type of way about stuff, and you know, what if Jesus said that? You know what? I don't feel like getting with no Caroline tail or whatever. I don't feel like nobody throwing no stones and cursing at me, and they all worship false idols and all this other stuff, and they about to bust hell wide open. But you know what, Father? Even though I don't feel like carrying the cross, and I don't feel like hearing them cussing and tussling at me and throwing rock, and I don't feel like none of this stuff. Hey, you know what you do? Forgive them, Father. I said, what did he just say? I first read that. I said, wait a minute. Let me go back. I had to go back and read. Forgive them, Father. But they don't know what they're doing. Please forgive them, Father. Please. Please, Father. You see how good Jesus is, y'all. Come on now. I just can't. Oh my goodness, he's just so. Oh my gosh. Give us food and drink and shelter and clothes and family and friends and associates and experiences all he wanted to just serve him, which is still good for us. And he just give me a moment. I just allow people to beat him all the way to the cross and then they put the cross down and then allow him to nail him in the cross. Come on, y'all. Y'all know if it was us, we like, look, we dying. I can make myself a sacrifice, but you're not gonna beat my. No, oh my gosh, you're not gonna. You see, I'm trying to keep it. You're not gonna beat me and throw rocks at me and cuss at me all the way to what I'm doing, and nail me through a cross, and be drinking and got the gladiator soldiers with the armors and the swords and all that around me and stuff. Wait a minute. And I know he felt some type of way because he already knew what he had to do, but he just he just asked Father if it pleases you, take away these cup, take away this cup from me. If it pleases you, I know I ain't supposed to ask. I know that what I got to do. I already seen it. We already were there. It's already happened. It just had to play out. But if you could take this cup away from me, I would greatly appreciate it because these people down here are plucking on my last nerve. And this is this is something that I don't want to do. You ever had something for Jesus you just don't want to do? You ever had something you don't think that you're going to do, but you end up doing anyway? Look, Jesus, I'm going to read to your people. I'm going to hit them off with, we're going to do some Deuteronomy verses. We're going to do some, we're going to go to Revelations and get some good stuff out of there. And I'm just going to give them that little bit of reading, and that's going to be it. Like you got some videos on like TikTok and YouTube. Let's just pray together. Father God, and they go into the prayer, and then they give you a verse. Well, I thank you for sharing with me, and they click off, and it's about 60 seconds or less, or 30 or whatever it is, which is fine. But I realized that I'm that person with sometimes things are a little bit difficult, and that's fine. I've accepted that, but I haven't quit on that. You gonna have another video that show you enough that ain't worry about no quitting. I'm not gonna quit because Jesus ain't quit on us. I told him, don't you ever let me quit. Let me talk about you to my last breath. Now, Jesus, Jesus, and then I'm going. I'm just if I'm quitting, I'm bowing my head in prayer. I'm on my knees next to the side of the bed. Jesus, Jesus. If that's how I want to quit. If that's what quitting is. But I don't ever want to quit. I'll be still telling people about my good Jesus in heaven. Why aren't y'all and why aren't y'all woke yet? Are you that sleep? Are you that lukewarm in your fleshly desires and Christian ways that you just went straight to sleep. You don't feel like waking up. You just that's what you're doing. Are you too stuck on the streets and worry about your cocaine and your drugs and your all that other stuff that Jesus, he ain't even a part of it no more. And you keep shooting it up in your arm and taking it and sniffing in your nose. And you keep ODing, and Jesus done brought you back 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7, and 8, 9, 10 times. How long you gonna keep playing with the Lord? Well, I'm addicted. Well, seek help. First start with the Bible and pray over it. That might get you right then and there, because he has touched people right then and there. If that ain't strong enough, go seek some therapy. Go to the clinics that help. They got programs and stuff like that. This is some real stuff, y'all. Y'all come on now. Y'all see what's going on in the world. Y'all see all this chaos and violence and things just keep happening and things shifting and you see what they doing at different events and stuff, who they worshiping. And they're walking down the street and you see who they worshiping. Y'all see it. You may ignore it, but it ain't like you don't see it. And then everybody cheering, woo! Or ask yourself how many people be cheering when they go in that direction when they pass away. Or go look. It's been proven. This is what's getting me. It's been proven, and people they'll show you something right in front of your face, and you still that's that do what you want to do spirit. It's been proven. People kicking and fighting and screaming, no, hell, in the hospital and stuff. And the nurses gotta hold the Pope and hold him down and put that injection in just to calm down. Kicking and fighting and screaming. Why is that happening? Another person right next door go peacefully. Oh yeah, they already done went. They went a couple days ago. You ain't heard a sound. He ain't even gone yet. Oh, they coming. Hey. Yeah, because he see them coming for him. You artists out there that's, oh my goodness, I didn't want to talk about this, but I'm gonna hit on it a little bit. I'm gonna get off of it, but that's what I was talking about, exchanging your soul for the gold. It's like the one and I always forget his name, but I used to read about it in like a book or something like that. That he couldn't play the guitar or something like that. I always forget his name, but y'all know who I'm talking about. And he had to go to the crossroads and meet who he had to meet, and then all of a sudden now he playing good, and all of a sudden everything going good and everything, and then all of a sudden he passed away, and then you hear the bloodhound, roof, 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 roof. And they say the people heard bloodhound coming to get him. Y'all gotta think about stuff like that, man. I don't see how this is not important to people. But we just worried about, the money and our job and different things. And that's important too. Jesus blesses the people too. He sent Peter to get the fish, so he knows about your problem. He also knows about the taxpayers and the tax people who charge the taxpayer. He knows about all of that. He knows how you're gonna reap what you sow. So if you don't know Jesus and you're collecting tax on people, and if you see, it's so much involved in that. You're gonna pay if you know Jesus, but you're still trying to collect taxes and you gotta screw people. But it's your job, right? And I would never tell nobody to quit their job or different things like that. But you could be delivered out of it. Look, I don't want to do this in this way no more. I know you can do something better for me. I don't have to take advantage of people in this way, or just work for the company in this way, I must say, because I don't want to just down all the companies. But when you know, you know. When you understand, you understand. Just like y'all hear me, I got the understanding, and people ask me questions and things like that. All the questions, by the way, come back to Jesus. Every single question somebody has asked me has come back to God. Or they might tell me something bad happened. I say, look, sister, I'm going to pray for you. Brother, I'm going to pray for you. Sister, I'm going to pray because that wasn't supposed to happen to you at that age. You're supposed to grow up and be have a normal childhood, and have a regular life, and you know, and that person that you know wasn't supposed to do that to you. If there's something wrong with them, maybe I'm not justifying their action, but maybe something happened to them, which I don't understand. If something happened to you, you would want better. But that may be how they learn at an early age. This is what I'm supposed to do, and they had that in their brain. But sister, I do apologize for what's happened to you. Brother, I apologize if this thing has happened to you. Before the both of y'all, seek the Lord. I know things happen. I understand that. Things happen to me, and things happen to anybody in the world that's on the face of this planet. I've had, people pass away, different things happen, and, different things. All types of obstacles and principalities happen. But the point that I'm making is these people I'm talking to, they grew up and they kind of still in that. They kind of not really don't let that go. A lot of females I talk to don't let stuff like that go. Because they'll just tell random people, yeah, this happened. I'm like, whoa, why did you just, why? I didn't even ask you nothing. We didn't even say hi yet. And they just go into, detail about that. That's what some females do. They just off talking. I'm like, wow, that's okay. That's something. But see, when I hear a lot of people's pain, I also give them a reminder that I know a king that's in charge of all pain and suffering. And has to be there with you with all pain. Think about it. He got to be at all the pain spots and all the suffering spots. And when we say why, it's not, oh, it's just me. It's everybody's pain and everybody's suffering. And he had to take that on the cross as well. So you don't ever say that he don't understand or don't know what you're going through. Because he had, not only did he have to make your pain receptors and things like that, he had to take your pain receptors and things like that, and he still has to take it, because if he's with you all times, he still takes it. We serve a mighty good God. Well, why do these things have to happen? Well, it's partially our fault too with some of the stuff. He drowned the whole world except for Noah, and look where we at today. So you can't say he had already thought about it a few times. All right, I'm tired of them. I'm drowning them. And I talked about that in one of my videos, which is just, I just had this concept where he gets up and everything stops in heaven. What? Wait a minute. He's getting up? I just seen a bright light, but it can't be him getting up off of his throne. No, that can't. What's going on here? They stop everything. They playing checkers, and some people playing chess, and some people playing baseball and football. The bat fall on the ground, the football just still flying in the air. Checkerboard just sitting there, just wind blowing past it. Chessboard, wind blowing past it. About to make a move with the chess piece, and the chess piece just fall out the hand. You don't even know your place no more, because something has happened. Because I see, hey, look here, I see some drowning on the earth, and the earth look like water all over. What is going on here? How could you make a sovereign, holy, almighty, all-powerful, magnificent being so filled with anger, so uncommon. How could you make a being go so uncommon out of his way that he want to drown the whole earth? And then still teach us about it. And then we still doing some same things to this day. Got the nerve to be worshiping the idols at the different concerts stuff. And I wanted to go to a few of them things like that. And I see them holding up stuff. I say, what is this? I wouldn't last 2 seconds. I get to the front door and see something and walk back out. I'll be with somebody. Where you going? We can't go in there. Well, I'm going. Well, you go ahead, but we can't go here today. I know why. I know why the Lord keep me out of some stuff. I wouldn't last 2 seconds. I done walked into some churches and felt something. I said, hold on. Nah, this ain't it for me. I don't know what's going on here. Walk to the church door sometime. Get in the church sometime. I say, oh, this is, wait a minute. Hold on. Wait a minute. I just felt it. All right, y'all have a blessed day. Oh, you going somewhere? Yeah, I'm going to another church. Y'all have a good one. I don't know. And you might not even see. You don't know what they're doing. They might be doing something down in the basements or different things. Like, you don't know what they're doing, but you felt it in your spirit that something is going on.